Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at COTI. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So taking a look at the daily chart here, you can see that COTI has lost its September, or I should say August 2023 low, and now it's starting to retrace back to the 20 EMA, and it is possible we're just going to get rejected from there and continue the downtrend. So for now, this would be our local low to eyeball at 0.03642 cents. Now, it's also worth noting that I do own some COTI right now, and I will be selling my entire bag, and I'll let my patrons know what that price is going to be. And it's all to do with their pinned Twitter post on their Twitter page. So you can invest some time into it and take a look at their Twitter, but I will not be participating in hypocrisy and double standards, nor would I be investing into projects that are being hypocrites. So that's, with that said, we can continue on with the TA. And if we take a look at this large Fibonacci retracement that I have set up from the swing high in November 2021 down to the swing low in July 2021, we retested the 1.414, but we haven't gone down to our technical target at 2.5 cents. So that could be a target we might revisit in case we have a major flash crash sometime before the next halving. With everything going on in the world, we could definitely see a capitulation, a flash crash with large wicks, kind of what we saw here in March of 2020, where we had this massive dip. So if you're looking to get into COTI, that would be a nice area for you to buy in. But that's pretty much it for the daily chart. If you just zoom in, you can see that we're just printing lower lows and lower highs. So there's nothing that's telling me we're going to be seeing a breakout soon. However, we can draw a potential, some sort of a falling wedge pattern here. If we just set it up properly, this does look like a falling wedge pattern, and once you get down to the apex, at some point you might have a breakout. But for now, this is simply looking like a back test of the 20 EMA or a back test of the 55, like we've seen so many times before. We just start moving to the upside and we start retesting one of the EMAs, and then we drop back down. But if we do end up breaking out of this falling wedge, you could be looking at 0.057 cents, which is this point right here, which is the July local high, and that's where the wedge was created. From where we are right now, that is going to be a 48% move to the upside. And let's switch over to the weekly chart to take a look at the bigger picture. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Now, taking a look at the weekly chart, you can see that we do have a channel down pattern here, and usually these patterns are broken to the upside. So at some point we're going to be looking for a breakout, but when will that happen is the big question. So we could still continue on bouncing off the support and resistance, and then we have a breakout. So as long as we are in this pattern, we should expect to be adhering to the support and resistance. So once we bounced off the resistance, we should be expecting a bounce off of the support, and then vice versa, and then vice versa, and so on and so forth until we have a breakout. When is that breakout going to happen? We don't know. That could be either when we have an alt season or when we have some sort of a bullish news coming out regarding the project. And in my opinion, they do need some bullish news. Their ecosystem is not looking very good, to be honest. So they do need to have some partnerships in order for the price to go up, and in order for the project to have more validity, in my opinion. But what they're doing already is pretty good. And they're a stable coin, and they're going to be working with CBDCs, and they have their COTI treasury. So it's not the worst project, obviously, but they still need a lot more exposure. Now, taking a look at this level over here, this is a massive resistance level that we have been retesting since May 2022, and that's definitely going to be a major point for us, because if we even extend this back here to that area, you can see that we back tested this as support in July 2021, and then we dropped below that level and we kept back testing it as resistance. So right now, if we start seeing a bullish cross on the weekly here and we start pumping, and it looks like we're entering the bull market, that is going to be a major level for us to retest that little range there. So if we're able to break above 12 cents, then that's going to be a huge sign that we're actually going to be moving forward. But there's also a pretty good chance that we're going to come up here and just back test this as support and then hopefully create a higher low. Because keep in mind, the more times you retest a certain level, the higher the chances of a breakout. And we've already tested this like 5-6 times. So with the 7th touch, we could see a breakout, but we don't know, obviously. I'm not here to tell you what's going to happen. I'm just here to prepare you for both outcomes. Now, if we set up a Fibonacci retracement from that swing high in February 2023 down to the swing low in January 2023, we get our 1.618 target at 0.032 cents. So that could be our bear market bottom. That could be a level for us to back test, because the 1.618 is usually where you go down to after you lose your local low on the fib, and that's precisely what we did here. We even back tested it as resistance a few times, and then we started our way down. So we could continue in this channel down pattern until we meet the 1.618. That's going to be a pretty good entry point for anyone looking to buy into COTI, and from there we're going to be seeing a move to the upside. So these are great prices to be entering. Like I said, I'm probably going to be getting, not probably, I am going to be getting out of this project. If you're looking to buy into it, that's fine. So these are all the levels that I would be eyeballing right now. And of course, if we keep dumping and dumping, I would advise you look at the 2020 rally. So these are some of the levels that you could be looking at. And just take a look at the local highs and the local lows there. Those will provide you a great idea of where some of the liquidity might be, where some people would be setting up some buy limit orders, and based off of that, set up your buy limit orders slightly above these support levels. So you have a support level at 0.0236, set that buy limit order slightly higher, because you want to be able to buy into COTI when it's dumping, but you don't want to set in, you don't want to set your buy limit order along with everyone else at the exact same level, and you're just going to pile in with everyone, and there's a chance you're not going to get filled, even though that price is going to be retested. So to avoid that, just set up your buy limit order slightly higher, and you should be good to go. Taking a look at the oscillators, the RSI is relatively low here. This is a great entry point in my opinion, and we are seeing, if I'm not mistaken, let me just double confirm here. Yes, so we are seeing a bullish divergence. So you can see that the RSI is printing higher lows, but the price action is printing lower lows, and this is a good sign, because usually we see a move to the upside after a bullish divergence. So we have a bullish divergence, we have a channel down pattern, we are getting a bit overextended from the 20 MA, the stochastic is down here in the oversold. So all of these factors are pointing towards a potential move to the upside by December, and obviously I don't know where that could take us. We could potentially, expect to retest the 1.618. Let's say that's going to be our bottom. We set up a fib, and then you have your golden ratio here at 7 cents. That's going to be a massive level where you can take some profits if you're entering for a short-term trade. You can also take a look at the 1.618 here at 24 cents, which is going to be our technical target after we break above the November, June 2022 highs. Once we're able to do that, then I think we're going to be retesting the all-time highs by the end of 2024 probably. So that's all I have for COTI. This will probably be my last video on the project. It was requested in the comments a few days ago, so I decided to make a video, and I stumbled upon their pinned Twitter post, and you know, that's definitely a red flag for me. I'm not going to be holding any of the tokens from COTI. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Let me know if you're holding any COTI right now. What are your buying targets? What are your selling points? Or what are your price predictions, I should say, in the bull market? Stay safe and have a great day. Goodbye.